Okay, very good morning to all. So we have started the next chapter yesterday, that is production planning and control. I will take just a review. Yesterday we have discussed about this, what is production, what is planning, and what is control. And after that, we have discussed in detail what is the need of this PPC and what will be at the scope of this production planning and production control. And then now today we will discuss about this production planning and production control. What is the difference? Then what are objectives of PPC and what are functions of production planning and control? This bit we will discuss today. So without wasting the time, let us start directly to the bit production planning and production control. Whatever we have discussed yesterday, based on that we will proceed further. So now we will be discussing about this production planning and production control, and I have mentioned here it as a difference form. So production planning, it is a pre-production activity, and production planning will come in action when production activity begins. We have already discussed. So pre-production, before starting the production, the activity begins. That is pre-production activity. Okay, this is pre-production activity. So in the shop floor, starting from the initial phase, let us take any example that when the production control will come into picture. Yesterday we have discussed different examples. So now pre-production activity, for example, let us assume that an order of refrigerator is there and 1000 order is required in the month of January. So production planning, from forecasting we come to know that 1000 order is required. So what are the things required to be planned so that the January month can be utilized, and the target of the January month at the end will be 1000 refrigerators. That's it. And production control, it will be action when production activity begins. So now this is pre-production. So 1000 refrigerators are required. Okay. So what are the different things required for 1000 refrigerators? Whether all things are manufactured in that particular, let us take any example. Any company we can go for. Let us take Samsung or Whirlpool. So whether all parts are being manufactured in Whirlpool? If yes, okay. If not, then for this making ready this 1000 refrigerators, what are the different parts which are outsourced, required to be taken from outside? That, and whether we are getting that parts up to maybe 10th or 15th. Okay, so the plan may be like this, that first 10 days or whatever the material is required, it is by 31st of December only, and within first 10 days 300 refrigerators will be ready and will dispatch. Next 10 days again 300, and next the remaining 10 days 400, because whatever the material available, it will be available more in we have planned in such a way that in last 10 days more target is given. So now this is pre-production. Production is not started, just everything is planned. And now when the production control will come into picture, whatever the plan we have made, that in first 10 days 300 will be made ready and it will be dispatched. But at the end of 10th day, we will come to know that only 240 refrigerators are ready. So it is lagged by 60. There the role of production control is starting. So this, from this example, I want to highlight just these points. So here only this point is there, that when the production activity begins. So when the actual production activity begins at that particular place, that control function starts. Okay. Planning involves collection, maintenance, and analysis of data with respect to time, standard, materials, and their specification, machines, and their process capabilities. What is involved in planning? The collection of data, maintenance and analysis of data with respect to to time standard. For making of that one refrigerator, what data is required, analysis of that data, and with respect to time standard, if we are having all the material ready in hand, then from 1st January, the refrigerator once started, it will go up to 5th January, and whatever remaining painting and fitting glass and aesthetics and some design and whatever some modification, beautification, whatever is there, it will up to 7. So this is the time standard. So by analyzing that micro motions also, that what time is required, critical analysis for this making of this refrigerator, then what are the different materials required. So now in previous days some standard, but now if you can see there is a mirror finished refrigerator. Again, different technologies are involved. You can use the refrigerator as mirror also. So this is one technology. Again, some glass at the front, some glasses are there. Some this freezer, it is at top. Now one model is there, that Juknamat. So it is at bottom, and traditional refrigerator is at the top side. So these are different designs. So what are the different materials required for this particular design, and what are the machines required, and what are the process capability. So now I will take another example rather than the refrigerator. Let us again move to toward the simple example, that if you are manufacturing a gear, and if we are there are different methods for gear manufacturing. Let it be gear hobbing, let it be gear generation by special purpose machines, or let it be on milling. So assume that you are generating the gear by special purpose machine. So what are the different machines available? So we are having 3 machines available, and the process capabilities. What is the capability of the process? If I want very accurate, high precise gear, whether that machine and whether that process that we are utilizing, that is utilized for this particular fabrication and then machining of the gear, whether is it sufficient, is it having the capability to provide the required material removal rate as far as the time is concerned, and to provide the quality specification, surface roughness, then dimension tolerances, whatever the requirement of the gear. Because if you go for simple you can say shaping, then you can go for some gear attachment on milling machine, then you can go for having more accurate gear. I am taking you towards the more accuracy. And last is gear generation by special purpose machines, having arrangement like there is one separate machine. Just you Google it, you will come to know MAG. It is from Zurich, Switzerland. So MAAG. So again, separate arrangement is there. So a gear blank is there, and like this, these 4 teeth are there, and it is moving like this, and it is indexing in this way. So some mechanisms are there. So here it is not the case to decide about this or discuss more about the how gear is manufactured. No, here we are discussing more about the capability. So what is the material of the gear? What is the specification of the material? What is the specification of the machine? What are the different processes used? What time is used for? Whether the gear will be completely manufactured in one stroke? No. So slowly the teeth will manufacture. So what time the gear will take? For example, take 1 hour. Then the collection with respect to time standard, whether 1 hour is lesser, is optimum, or is more, or some more modification as far as the different parameters like depth of cut and the indexing, speed, and whatever feed is there. So it is required to be increased. Everything planning. Then who will be the operator? So decide who will manufacture, where it will be done, how it will be done, what are the parameters, what are the quality checks, and what time is required. Everything, it is nothing but planning. Control, here I will say control is a concern with communication of their information and producing reports like output report, productivity, rejection, etc. So as far as whatever this point is concerned, it is a communication of information. For example, raw material, production control. For example, let us assume that you are manufacturing a gear. So it will go for ultrasonic testing, whether there are any flaws, some defect in the material inside the material by using ultrasonic testing. So a report is generated, material is good. Then again, initial quality checks, they will be done, and rejection will be decided. For example, the material itself is not good. If you go for analyzing the ultrasonic testing, and you will come to know that there is some defect, some flaws are there. some cracks are there, some holes are there inside your gear blank if it is manufactured by casting, or if it is manufactured by forging, then some lamination type defect is there, so you cannot use that. So rejection, before starting the gear the material is get rejected. Or second case, we will take that productivity and output report. Stage 1 is completed, just a rough machining before starting the gear, rough machining up to whatever size is required. So whether that machining is done as per the requirement size, okay, then gear initial stages started, then the measurement of tooth, MOT is measured. Whether the MOT for 4 tooth is measured. If it is, for example, this I am telling somewhat gear terminology. It is, for example, 100 plus minus 0.5. So whether we are getting that 100 plus minus 0.5. So this is control function and generating reports and taking action accordingly. Planning is useful to anticipate the problem and devising remedies in case of problem arises. So what is planning mentioned here? Here, this planning is useful to anticipate the problem. That what problem will be there and devising the remedies in case of problem arises. So what problem will be there? Any problem is there, then what should be the remedies? For example, breakdown of any machine, absenteeism of any worker, or some inherent factors that are not in control. Due to this, some changes are arising, or machine everything is going on, worker is available, but some due to some problem, electricity problem, and that 8 hours or complete one day, that complete shop is we can say no any work due to this breakdown of or major problem of as far as electricity is concerned. Okay, control involves in taking corrective steps in case of error to match the actual performance against the planned performance. What is control? So I have given you example that if you want two types here we will discuss. I will discuss about quantity, again I will discuss about quality. So as far as quantity is concerned, if that error to match the actual performance. So actual performance against planned performance. For example, in a day, 10 gears are required, 8 gears are manufactured. So what is required to be done so that 2 more gears will be manufactured? Because today it is less by 2 gears. Tomorrow it will be less by 4 gears. Day after tomorrow it will be less by 6 gears. So after 10 days, 20 gears will be less. And in a 1 month, 60 gears production will be less. So on the day 1 itself, if you will take action to overcome that, how this error gap can be minimized, so that from day 2, if you will be in a position that 10 out of 10 will be produced, then at the end you will be in a position to match the target. Then we will go for quality aspect. For example, one of the dimension that this is only quantity I have discussed. Now quality, one of this gear dimension that inside bore is there or keyway is there, and that inside bore dimension is required, for example 50 plus minus 0.5. And on simple lathe machine the job was done and it is not in acceptance limit, and it is the problem for 2 to 3 different gears. Then what is required? Immediately taking action, providing some more tolerance, and it should not be rejected. So where is the error? Whether there is a machine problem, whether there is any tool related problem as far as surface finish is concerned, whether there is any operator problem, or whether the error is coming from the same machine, then let us analyze the man and the machine, both the cases, and try to minimize the error. So I have discussed this point in terms of quality. I have discussed this point in terms of quantity also. Planning is a centralized activity and include functions like material control, tool control, process planning, and control. So planning is not only for that one shop. Just I am giving the example that lathe machine or hobbing or gear generation. It is not for one shop. So it is the you can say it is for centralized activity, control of the material. So purchase will design will go for releasing the bill of material that what is required. Then purchase will demand for the material. The material will be taken by the central stores person, and again the testing of the materials, whatever the we can say composition of material is required, what are the tests required like ultrasonic testing, etc. Whether that material is having all the certification, okay, then process. Control of tools, control over this process planning. So different tools are required. There is a separate tool room in many of the industries, and what are different tools required for any of this production activity. Then process planning and control. So in many of the bigger large industries, process planning is the separate part, that this machine, this job is to be done. So this job, there are different lathe machines. So this job will be loaded on lathe machine number 9. And these are the parameters. This should be the speed, fit, depth of cut. And by using this, the job will be carried out. So like this, you can say this is a process planning. And if it is not carried out as per the demand, then we can say control. Okay. So here control is widespread activity, including the functions such as dispatching, inspection. So control also, it is having greater scope. So when it is in material stage. So if the material is not as per planning, if the material is not as per quality, control function takes in place. Then whatever some deviation is there as per as design department is concerned, again it is having the scope in design department. If the dispatch is there, so now complete job is ready and it is required to dispatch so that it will reach to the customer within the prescribed period. Again, an inspection, it is a main part of the control. So not only quantity but quality also is required to be checked. And inspection is one of the prime important parameter as far as control is concerned. So it is also widespread activity and it is having different areas, not only limited to production but having different areas in this control. So planning sees that all the necessary resources are available to make the production at right quantity and time. So what is planning? That this is a basic definition of planning, that all resources should be available in order to make the production right quantity at right time. Again, I will say with right quality. So this is nothing but the planning. Therefore, the planning is required. If we will not go for planning, then the material will be there, jobs will be manufactured, but there is a big question mark at right quantity and right time, because quantity and time goes hand in hand. So in the month of January, if 1000 order is there, so planning says that all the resources should be made available in such a way that at the end of January month, 1000 quantity with prescribed quality and within the scheduled time, that January end, it will achieve. So this is the planning. Control keep the track of activities and sees everything is going as per the schedule or not. Again, the same things are there. So control 1000 activity, whether the 1000 activity will be manufactured. So it may be day wise, it may be week wise, it may be fortnightly, and again it may be monthly. So keeping the track, whether whatever the production schedule is there, whether we will be in a position to achieve the target of 1000, number one. Okay, 1000 will be manufactured. What about quality? What about aesthetics, ergonomics, and this control? It takes all the aspects such as painting, then dispatch, delivery, etc., etc. All the things will taken into account. So these is highlight, friends, about the production planning and production control. So these are the some of the pointers that you can take as far as this production planning and control is concerned. Okay, let us move further. Objectives of PPC. Okay, so next, what are the objectives of this production planning and control? So objectives, what will be achieved, what this PPC want to achieve. So systematic PPC, production planning of production activities to achieve the highest efficiency of production of goods or services. The highest efficiency, very important, efficiency in production. So the goods will be produced, the services will be produced, but whether they are produced at highest efficiency, those there is a first function, highest efficiency in production. This planning in such a way that by using the same facilities, same machines, same material, same method, and by investing the same money. Okay, so money, method, material, manpower, machines, different aims are there. So by utilizing these all different 4-5 years, the production of any plant, let us consider it as 1000 units. So highest efficiency in production, whether can we go for some planning is nothing but 1000 should be the highest. If you can, that production can be in reach up to 1200 by utilizing all these resources, then you can consider that highest efficiency in production of goods. That 1200 can be produced by utilizing the available different 4-5 EMs I have discussed, that main, machine, material, money, method, whatever. So this is the first highest efficiency in production. Production should be very efficient, highest efficient. Okay. Then to organize the production facilities like machine, main, etc. to achieve the stated production objectives with respect to quantity, quality, time, and cost. Okay, to organize the production facility. Now, whether that is having job shop production, we have discussed these bits. Whether it is having that batch type production, whether it is having mass production, or whether it is having this, can say, line production. So they are different. Let us consider only three. That's continuous production we will not discuss. So job, mass, and batch. So depending upon the production, that if it is job order production, then how these production facilities will be arranged in a standard way only. But if it is batch and different batches are coming, then it is a part of this particular production planning to organize the facilities such as machines, mains. So organize now machines, if you organize at one instance, it will not change because a large foundation and different things are required. We will call it as production or product layout. So it is standard. But to organize the machines, mains in such a way to achieve the production objectives. Production objectives: highest quantity, right quality, right time. These are the objectives of production with respect to quantity, quality, time, and cost. So minimum cost or optimum cost, minimum time, good quality, highest quantity. These are the different objectives. So that production planning and control objective is to organize this main and machine in such a way so that the different production objectives such as good quality, excellent or maximum quantity at reasonable price within the limited time, very less time, how it can be manufactured. So this is the objective of this PPC. Optimum scheduling of resources. Resources, machines available, then manpower that you are using. So scheduling, that how these resources can be utilized. It should be optimum. It is not mentioned maximum. Optimum scheduling of resources, so that the again production objectives will be achieved. Coordinate with other departments relating to production to achieve regular, balanced and uninterrupted production flow. Very important. As we are saying that only production, it is not only one department task. Coordinate with other departments. So production is there, the coordination with stores as far as material is concerned, taking the material from stores with whatever certification is there. Then drawings will be issued to production department by design department or engineering department as far as the different industries are concerned. So again, a good coordination, whether the limit, fit and tolerances mentioned in the drawing, whether that can be achieved by production. So coordination with design department. Then coordination with quality control department, as different quality control checks are given. After this stage, quality should be checked, dimension analysis, surface finish. After this check, again different gauges are go and no go gauges are there, and this is check. After this stage, like this. So interaction and coordination with quality control department. Again, coordination with tool room if it is separately available. That different tools are required for performing the jobs on the lathe machine, whether it is fabrication or whether it is for fabrication, different welding rods. Then for different welding, you can say tungsten. If it is TIG welding, then tungsten rod. Okay, then different safety instruments required for that particular worker. different tools required for, let it be buffing, let different grinding wheels, different polishing wheels, cutting wheels, etc. So I am giving just the example of fabrication, quality, and then if it is a quality control check, the interaction with quality department. So this is the interaction of this production department with various department, and to achieve a regular, balanced and uninterrupted production flow. Uninterrupted production flow. For example, a job is loaded on lathe machine and carbide tip tools are used, and the job is of Inconel material. Inconel, let it consider 725 or 750 or 901, whatever may be the grade. So after some, it is a pure requirement that after certain interval of time, the tool is required to change because it is hard to cut alloy. So in such a way, the tool room should be involved in this, and the information should be given to tool room that after every 1 hour, that tip is required to change because the material is very hard, and whatever the stock available in tool room as per as this standard carbide tip or very again higher tools are concerned, whether it is available. If it is not available, then worker is ready, machine is ready, job is ready, job is loaded, but it cannot be proceeded further because the carbide tip tools are not available. So again, if it is not available, again this tool room, that production person will communicate to tool room that this is the requirement and this is the continuous requirement. In one day, like this 10-15 tips are required. Then the similar information will be analyzed by that tool room head, that whatever the stock available, can we sustain for next 8-10-15 days or 1 year or 1 month, and if not, then what, depending upon the order, the same thing can be given to purchase department, and again it can be purchased. So I am giving you different angle that not only related to production, like this also the production flow can be interrupted, everything is available but the tools are not available, again the production flow can be interrupted. Again, balance flow, balance, there should not be bottlenecking. Bottlenecking, you know the concept, that all the things are coming from broader end, and again they are coming to a smaller end. And bottlenecking means two lathe machines are there and different jobs are coming from milling, then one from lathe, one from drilling, and they are all are gathering on that two lathe machines. So that lathe machine capacity is to perform operation on 12 jobs in 1 hour, 5 minutes one job. So two lathe machines, they can perform 24 jobs, but per hour the jobs arriving at that particular lathe machine is 60. So 60 minus 24, 36 jobs required to wait, and again this will go on increasing. Second hour 36 plus 36, 72. So this is not balanced line, this is imbalance. So again 1-2 more lay stations are required, or some parallel arrangement is required to be done, so that a balanced activity and uninterrupted production flow will be there, and there will not be a concept called bottlenecking. To confirm to delivery commitment, very important. Excellent quality is there, whatever quantity is required, that is manufacturing. Price it very reasonable, no problem as far as competitor is concerned, but the delivery demand is in January and we are supplying in the month of May, 4 months later, who will take? Whether the customer is ready to wait for the 4 months. Again, it is specific order, only one product, and for 2-3 years it is required very job order specification, it may be there. But this, let us assume that you want to purchase a bike and you want to purchase any typical bike, and if the bike is not available and the person will say that 6 months waiting is there for that bike, there are very fewer cases they will wait for 6 months, otherwise the 80% of the people will go for purchasing on other bike. This is very simple, friends. Try to analyze this, that delivery commitments, wherever it is required for the customer, it is also need to be taken into account. Then materials planning and control, I have just given you the example of tool. So what are the different materials required, when they are required, with what quality they are required, it should be planned properly. And if they are not arriving at that particular time, control action. Okay, now this is not there, what should be done, what next, corrective actions, to be able to make adjustment due to changes in demand and rush order, very important. To be, this is one of the different objective you can say as far as this PPC is concerned, to be able to make adjustment due to changes in demand. So 1000 order is there, and we can say for one product, and immediately that 1000 order is there increase. By analyzing the December month performance, you come to know that this order is 1400, and some other product is there by the same company, only order is 100. Sudden increase in the order that 500 quantity is required. So you cannot say that we are not making this. Let us go for you can say outsourcing. Let us make the different parts from different outsourcing, go for subcontract, whatever. But you should be able to cope up with the different orders, and immediate rush orders are there. So you should be in a that production planning aim. So we should be in a position to make adjustment in this particular whatever plan due to changes in the demand and changes in this rush order. Okay, now very important, this part, functions of production planning and control. So here it is mentioned as pre-planning, planning and control. Let us analyze in different ways. So we will go for by small taking example at every stage. So what is macro level, pre-planning, macro level at higher level, planning at micro level, at smaller level, and how it is further controlled, and what is the significance of feedback. Okay. Okay, so this functions of production planning and control. So pre-planning, macro level, product design, process design, flow design, forecasting demand, and workstation design. One by one we will go. So forecasting demand. What is the demand for month of January as per as any one product is concerned? There are different methods of forecasting that we have discussed. So how that one can go for the best method with minimum error, and then further this forecasting is made. Then it will come to what is our product, what is the design of the product, then what are the different processes that are required for that particular product, then what is the layout for that particular product, and what are the different workstations required in that particular product. So this is a macro level plan. Okay, so we will go one by one. Forecasting. Now you come to know that 100 products are required in the month of January. Now let us start. What are the deep products? What is the product? So what is the design of that particular product? Okay, so again here we will take the one or two simple examples we can take here. There are different products, but for understanding purpose, so here you can take the example of this okay, so let us take this example of this bottle. Okay, so analyze this bottle and let us take example of this bottle. So I will increase the quantity now as far as this bottle is concerned. 10,000 quantities are required as far as this bottle is concerned. Okay, so there are not many parts required, but still, then what is the product design? Okay, so design of the product, it may be different. So here you can see the shape for aesthetic purpose, like this shape is given. Okay, what is this? What is the design for as far as this? See, I am giving the simple example. Don't give the more focus on this bottle design. Our focus should be on the production planning and control function. Okay, so and like this shape again, you can see here are different shapes. So this is a different shape is designed. So you can call this as a product design is ready. So this product design, it will be made by design engineers, research and development. And again, it should not be the case that I will go for some curly shape and some you can say like our spiral gear is there. So some spiral shape. Whether our shop is having the capability to fabricate that spiral shape. Okay. Whether that bottle can be easily cleaned as per as the spiral shape is concerned. So you can go for different types of shape, but by taking the further considerations, that product design should be there. So macro level, the design of the product. Now, once the design of the product is ready, then the design of process. What is the process required? The process is standard here. We have to go for plastic molding. Okay, what is the material required? So design of the process. So you can see this bottle will be this cap will be manufactured separately, and this bottle will be manufactured by separate means. Okay. Then what is the material required? Okay, so design of the process. So here two different machines we will consider. One machine we will go for making of the bottle. Another machine we will go for making of this particular you can say cap. Again, my intention is not to give you insight as per as this plastic engineering is concept is there. No, I want to just give you highlights, and by taking rather this continuous late machine example. So I thought that let us have some different examples. So this is the process design. So mold is required. Mold is required for whatever the shape of that bottle is considered. Okay, so plastic, some granules are required, and by heating and molding process, the basic shape of this bottle will be manufactured, and how that curvature shape is there according to the die will be manufactured. And then further, whatever this straight lines, so you can say what is the shape. Again, how this shape is required. So again, it is a stage. So stay in only one machine only, all these things will be incorporated. It is the latest assume. Then second part, the cap. So for cap, again some granules by putting it, and again finally you will get this cap design. Okay. Flow design. How it will be there. So one side you have to balance completely with this bottle. One side you have to balance with cap. Now as per as the bottle and cap is concerned, the bottles, if they can manufacture 1000 in the same time, 10,000 caps can be manufactured. We want the same size as bottle and cap. Therefore, the less energy is required, or less means capacity machine, and less manpower is required as far as this cap is concerned. Then flow design, layout, how the layout should be. This should bottle manufacturing, you can, this is a continuous production, mass production type. So again, the bottle will be made available. Again, after that bottle, the cap will be there. Again, after making of the bottle, you can see these are the different threading type it will be done. Then if you consider the cap, some knurling type operation for gripping, then whatever the inside there is some threading will be made, and the name of the company you can see it will also enmarked on it. So like these different operations will be there, and finally the bottle is ready, the cap is ready, then they will assembly line will be there, the cap is put on it, final finishing, and it will be dispatched. Okay, so it will ready. So this and workstation design. So whatever I have just explained, that how workstation should be there. First molding will be there, then taking the different shape, then again different shapes, whatever the threading is required, these, and making the bottle ready. These are the different workstations required. And then if I will take the example of cap, then first the readiness of the cap from the granules, and after that then knurling operation, then whatever the inside threads and the name of the company. And again, if you want to put here some additional things, you can go for it. So this is pre-planning. Now planning, micro level, planning resources, 4Ems. Now this is a mass or continuous type, so no more planning is required here. Just once the plan is set up, no problem. So let us assume that it is not a mass production. That company is having big capacity. This is one of the design, 10,000 bottles required. Like that, the company is having target of 10 lakh bottles. So 10 different bottles, 10 different design of bottles will be manufactured out of that. This is one bottle. Okay, so planning of resources, 4M, machine, material, main, and you can say method, money. So money is ultimate, I will say method. So how these machines will be organized, micro level, what is the manpower required for this case, what are the different methods that are required to be taken into consideration as far as effective manufacturing of this bottle is concerned, and what is the material. Now let us take, this is the red color. So what is the basic material available, and whether it is colorless, and how to go for putting different, mentioning different colors, and what is the quality. This all comes under material. And method, which method we will be utilizing, what are the different quality checks in it, whether that machine method is foolproof to utilize it, all things will come into picture. Then process planning, routing. Now, or you can say routing, no problem. The industry we are saying routing, we say we can say routing also. So there is process planning for this part is concerned, again very less scope is there. Then scheduling and estimating. So we have to take here the another example. So process planning, we can say that any part is there, then for that part, what is the first operation, on which machine that operation is required to be incorporated. Second, would let us take any part, that first operation is turning operation, next is milling operation, next is drilling operation. So how it will be planned, on which machine it should be done, what are the different speed, feed, depth of cut it will be done. Process planning. Scheduling, making this chart attached with this time constraint, what time is required. So schedule chart, and again there will be a chart displayed for the machine. Let us take that one CNC machine is there. So complete month schedule of the CNC, that first 7 days these parts will be there for the CNC, day number 8, 9, 10, 11 these parts will be there, then further 4 days these parts will be there, and up to end the complete month. So this is the scheduling. And then estimate, based on this all, what is required, what is producing, and what is the actual estimate. So analysis will be made. So this is further stage of the planning. Okay, so this pre-planning and planning is made, and then actual operations are performed, and then the control function comes into picture. Control function. So what is control function here? So control, I will take some different sequence. So inspecting, so whether right quantity is produced, right quality is produced, whatever the safety measures are there, they are produced in that particular part. So this all checking at regular intervals of time, and before making the final product ready. For example, that if a bike is manufacturing and inspection is considered, then inspection is at different levels. The headlight inspection is different, again the indicator inspection is different, whatever the silencer, the brakes and the clutches, etc., etc. Because if the parts are good, then only the bike we can say it is a good and it can function as per the requirement. So these are different parts. So like this, different examples we can take for as far as this inspection is concerned. Then expedite to execute, we can say in as far as dictionary meaning is concerned, promptly, or to accelerate the process. So whenever it will come to know that whatever planned is not as per the track, 10 products are required to be manufactured in day 1, but only 8 products or 9 products are manufactured. Expedite, to execute promptly, to accelerate the process so that the production will be as per as what is decided. This is one of the important function of control. Evaluation, inspection, just checking, then expediting to accelerate. After accelerating, evaluation should be there, because this is one of the important stage. Whatever the products are manufactured, whether they are as per the standard, the evaluation of the process, the evaluation of the machine, the evaluation of the person. If any product is defective, then evaluation of the method, whether you all things are right, but we have not chosen the method, correct method for fabrication of that particular part, definitely no use. Very stringent tolerances are there, and if we are using that attachment on milling machine for producing of gears, highest accuracy cannot be achieved. You have to go for gear generation method by any that separate attachment like mark machines, or at least hobbing machine you have to go for. So if method itself is wrong or not corrected properly as per the design requirement and the tolerances are concerned, how that product can be right. And finally, dispatching, making everything ready, quality check, all the things are correct as per the requirement, then proper packaging of the product as per the requirement of the product, and dispatches and delivery at the right time. And very important function you can see here, this is very important, this is feedback. So whatever pre-planned, whatever planned, and whatever control is going on, so this is feedback. Some modification is required in workstation design, some modification required in process design, this product design is not feasible, or some modification in process planning, scheduling, of when you will come to know inspection, evaluation, or expediting, we want to accelerate the process, then where is the scope? So feedback is the very important stage as per as these functions of PPC is concerned. Okay, so these are the friends functions of this production planning and control. So have a review, I have explained in detail. So pre-planning is a macro level planning. It deals with the analysis of data, is an outline of the planning policy based on forecasted demand, market analysis, product design and development. So we have already discussed this. That's very first, the demand is forecasted. What is the demand for next month, depending upon the market analysis, and then further product design and development is carried out. Then further process design, workflow, how the plant layout should be there, and what are the different decisions are taken with respect to what are the different methods that we can use and which method is best for this product. What are the different machines can be used for this turning operation, and which is the best choice by comparing the quantity, quality, cost and time, and the workflow with respect to availability, scope and capacity. For example, we want every time that CNC machine should be used for this, but there are 5 CNC machines and capacity of the CNC machine to produce 10 parts per day, then we cannot go for overloading the machine. Or if you decide it, again the machine cannot, it is not possible to fabricate that particular part by using that machine. So workflow with respect to availability of the machine, scope of the machine and capacity of the machine, this is very important. So this is pre-planning, we have already discussed. Then in the planning stage, it is micro level planning. Here 4 M's, that machine, method, material and manpower. So the analysis start once the task to be accomplished is specified. So what is specified? This is part 1. Then this focus will be there on these 4 M's, machine, method, material and manpower. So this comes under planning. Planning of these 4 resources is very important. And then followed by process planning. Once you have decided that this material is used, this method is used, this is the manpower with us and these machines we are using. After that, routing, scheduling and estimation. What is required, time required for this particular, on which machine we have decided, what is the speed, fit, depth of cut, or what are the different parameters that are to be used, and what are the different stages, time for loading the on machine, actual machining time, time for unloading, it will come under scheduling and estimating. So this is the planning phase. And friends, the next part, that is control. So control phase is affected by, I have discussed, inspection, expediting the material control, analysis of the work in progress. So we have discussed this bit also. Evaluation is a very important stage in the PPC cycle to take the corrective action through feedback from analysis. So evaluation, wherever the action required to be taken as far as method is concerned, the process is concerned, workflow is concerned, the quality is concerned, or increase in quantity is concerned. This feedback through, after evaluation, feedback is given, and it is very important part as far as control is concerned, because corrective actions is required, is taken through this point. A good communication and feedback system is essential to enhance and ensure effectiveness of production planning and control. And these all things are depending upon good communication and feedback system. There should be good communication from purchase, material section, stores, design, production, quality control, tools, then final dispatch, etc., etc. Again, maintenance also I will say, because if breakdown of any machine is there, then how that background can be overcome within 1 hour. If it is there, then again very less hamper as per as the production planning and control, whatever we have decided, we will be in a position to achieve. So the good communication and feedback system between all these elements will enhance the effectiveness of this production planning and control. Okay, friends, thank you. So for today, we will stop here.